Well, unfortunate circumstances again. We're here to discuss Newcastle United crashing out the FA Cup last night against Hull City reserves. I'm afraid Hull made 8 changes from the team at Everton on Saturday. They got beaten that as well, but they turned up last night and won 1-0. Late goal. Newcastle created a lot of chances, couldn't finish, and out the FA Cup. 40th anniversary of the Fairs Cup will be marked with no silverware.
That's right. I think the defeat's been sort of doubly bad in the fact that they were very confident to get through the next round against Millwall. Perhaps overconfident, but I think everyone's expecting them to reach round 5. So to lose at this stage now is a bigger blow, I think, almost.
I mean, yeah, everyone thought they'd done the hard work going down the KC Stadium. They survived the crossbar incident with Damien Duff, and Shade pulled some great saves down there. But to bring them back up here, it should have been a home banker really, and Michael Owens probably had a bad night by his standards. He had some good chances, but for me the big miss of the night was Cisco at Gallagher. Honest made a great run. I mean, he gets criticised, Honest, sometimes for lack of final product, lack of assists and goals. But last night put a great crossing down the right, and Cisco basically just had to take the net off, and he put it over the bar. And some people are saying it was a difficult chance, but when you're right in front of goal, you've got to get that on target. For me, disappointing if that had gone in, because the floodgates may well have opened.
Well, you don't know. There's been some people mentioned this morning, maybe if Cisco played slightly more for the reserves, if nothing else maybe not for the first team, perhaps he'd be a bit sharper, could have finished it a bit better. But at the end of the day, just it was a chance which an international class striker really should have been sticking in with his eye shut. But then again, just saying Michael Owen missed 2 or 3 really good chances. He would normally stick in, and you'd like to think if he got those chances against Blackburn, it would be a different story. But unfortunately, just say it's too late for the whole game now.
Well, on the subject of I'm not sure about world class, but classy strikers, Mr. Gomis from Saint Etienne is back on the radar at Newcastle. We know he's definitely a target and potentially could make a 4 million move. I think it would be a very good sign. I know we've got quite a few options with strikers, but I think change is good as a rest, or whatever they say.
Well, he was quite impressive in the European Championship, so he didn't get very long at all for France, did he? And France themselves disappointed quite a lot, but he came on as a second half substitute quite a lot for France, and he certainly showed that he's got enough to worry some Premier League defences. Although he hasn't quite been in the form he was in last season, I believe, but certainly be an interesting one.
Yeah, I think Newcastle need some fresh fear. I said it in the match report tonight. The team that out last night should have beat Hull. Right, that's gone. But the current players need 3 or 4 new faces to feed off, and just to keep people on their toes, and just something fresh to help them get the results they need, because you've got Blackburn away coming up, you've got Man City, you've got Sunderland at home, which is going to be really tough.
Massive game.
And then you've got West Brom away, and the Hawthorn Zoo is a hard place to go for any team, especially as we're moving into this sort of crunch period now, February, March, where you've got to get points on the board. Blackburn away, obviously. Sam Allardyce, I mean, he didn't quite cut the mustard here, did he?
It's not but I think most Newcastle fans would be more optimistic going into the match if Paul Ince was still manager, which is strange, really, considering how much he isn't rated in Newcastle, Sam Allardyce. But new manager effect, he will have his team up for the game. There's no doubt about that. Remember when he went back to Bournemouth with Newcastle, they won 3-1 quite comfortably. So
good point.
Although again, there's still certain issues within the squad, certain players wanting away, and a bit of a transitional period. So again, it all comes down to who takes the chances on the day, I think. And if Newcastle can make sure that they get ahead early on, I think they could certainly take all 3 points.
Well, I'd drink of that if I was drinking at the moment, because it's been January. But we'll see what comes of Saturday.
Yeah.